Hey guys, Kenny here. I'm here to review the 1985 movie Back to the Future, starring Michael J. Fox, Christopher Lloyd, Leah Thompson, Crispin Glover, and Thomas Wilson. I love this movie so much. I can watch this over and over and never get tired of it. It has to do with Michael J. Fox, who plays Marty McFly, and he's a friend of this inventor, Doc Brown, played by Christopher Lloyd, and Marty goes to meet Doc at this parking lot at a local mall, and Doc Brown shows him his new time machine. It's in the form of a DeLorean, and that is a good moment when that DeLorean first comes out of the back of that truck. Who I remember the first time I saw it, I was a little, I did feel a little freaked out, a little scared, because I didn't know what that was going to be. And that night, I think Doc is going to try and go into the future, like 30 years into the future. But then this these people, I guess, who are out to kill Doc because he stole plutonium. Marty ends up riding the DeLorean, and he goes back to 1955, and that's when he sees his mom and dad before they were his mom and dad, younger, when they were teenagers. And he meets Biff, played by Thomas Wilson, for the first time, and then he starts kind of this rivalry with him. And a great moment is when he's riding on his skateboard, and I guess he's riding it or skating it on it in a way that no one had at that time had seen before. And his future mom ends up seeing him and starts getting a crush on him. And then he sees his future dad up in this tree looking at his future mom, and he falls out of the tree, and this car is coming, and Marty sees it, and he saves his dad from being ran over. But in doing that, he prevents his mom and dad from meeting each other, thus preventing them from being with each other and him being born. So the rest of the movie is this kind of journey about trying to get them back together. I mean, getting them to like each other, while at the same time his future mom still has the hots for him. Excuse me. And Doc and Marty soon figure out a way to get them back together. It's this enchantment under the sea dance. That's what it was. And Marty soon tries to talk his future dad into getting the courage up to ask his future mom out to the dance, and his future dad keeps resisting. No, he's not going to try and do that because he might mess a favorite TV show of his. So Marty dresses up in that red suit or whatever it is that he arrived in 1955 in, and he plays this really loud music in his dad's ears, future dad's ears. And I guess he does that to convince him to ask his mom out to the dance. Yeah, that's what it was. Oh, imagine that happening. Someone dressed in something you've never seen before and hearing music that you've never heard at that time in your life. um, then they start. Uh, I think Marty ends up going to the dance with his future mom, and his future dad is also there. I get waiting for his mom to be there, I suppose. Yeah, they will work out a plan to for his dad to see them both kissing in the car, and his future dad is supposed to hit him when instead it's Biff who ends up being there at the car. And the good thing about that is his future dad ends up seeing this, and that Marty is taken out of the car and thrown into the trunk of this other car by his friends. And back at Marty, not Marty, Marty's future dad and Biff, his future dad ends up hitting him, knocking him out. And then that's when his mom and dad start getting close. So finally works out. So I love this movie so much. I've never gotten tired of this. Oh, I think this was the one that I saw the most, the first one, because we have it here on VHS. So this is the one I remember the most. The comedy is so well written into this. It's like it doesn't feel out of place. It feels a part of the story. And the music was also very, very popular at this time. Still is. Huey Lewis and the News did a song, "The Power of Love." Alan Silvestri also did a very memorable score for this, and it's still popular. And that DeLorean is still famous today. Then this is probably Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd's. Their roles in these movies is probably the most popular, and probably would still be the most popular. I know that Michael J. Fox also was the voice of some mouse character, but I think this will stand to be these characters will stand to be the most popular ever. And I also like it that at the time Michael J. Fox was filming this movie, he was also in the show Family Ties. So he had to shoot his role and this movie at the same time. So imagine that. But back to now, this is about the movie. I really love this. I would highly suggest any of you who haven't seen this to rent it or buy it. I would really give this a 5 out of 5. And if any of you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe over here if you're watching the video itself, or subscribe down here if you're watching the review on my channel. Bye.